Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing? Greetings, one and all. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good Monday. We're getting into Tuesday. That's Taco Tuesday. Right here on Mornings of Mischief. Waiting on Mexican Ironman to get here. He's got a couple of issues. I don't know if he's going to be here today or not. Hopefully he will. If he's not, he's got another plan. So always be ready for that everything could go wrong and fall apart at the last minute deal. Good to see you all. Good to be here. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Mornings of Mischief. I can't do this show without you guys. It's absolutely wonderful to have such support and so many people backing up there. It's great. Thank you so very much, guys. We're going to get on with the show. We're going to kick things off. We're going to get things going. Because that's how we do it here in Valhalla. Skål!
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon, it was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Of the East Project Story Time! Chris Burns of the Wrench of Wrenches! Laura B! The Live! DJ Ronnie G. It's time to wake the neighbors, boys, with Southern Viking. Roll Tide, Keely Jow, roll Tide, brother. Pacific 414. Good morning, Valhalla with Culture Casino. Penny! That is! Wah, wah, wah! Company! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Morning to Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, waiting on Mexican Ironman to get here. If he gets here, he's got a little issue going on this morning at the moment. Hopefully, he will be here. Maybe he won't. Good morning. I almost said good evening. Holy crap, is my time off. So I wanted to do something this morning, a little positive. I wanted to talk about some positive movies that we all love, but Mike isn't here. Mike isn't here. He hasn't made it. I don't know if he will make it. If he gets here, we'll talk movies. If not, we'll just talk about Mexican Ironman. So it was 4 years ago. What's up, James Dosher? Good morning. Good morning, James Dosher. Just dragged myself in, and no, I didn't speed much. I hear you. I hear you, James. It must have been 4 years ago, maybe more. That it's probably more. It's probably like 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, that Mike popped up on a video, and he was doing undercover work at Galaxy's Edge. He was doing undercover work at Galaxy's Edge. He'd actually gotten into Galaxy's Edge before they opened it. So he had gotten in. Nobody knows how he did it. He was just walking around like he owned the place. That's very possible. Southern Viking. That there are just bars on the windows and he can't get out. He can't get out this morning. Make Mike watch Shark Side of the Moon. It's better than anything Disney will put out anytime soon. I can agree to that. I can agree to that. Thank you, Ironcaster. And guys, if you aren't subscribed to Ironcaster, he had a stream I think it was yesterday. He had a stream yesterday on Monday on his channel. That was like Mech Bay talking in the Mech Bay. And I was like, oh, right. Ironcaster, we're going to be talking about mechs. Let's talk about mechs. And it was let's just talk about everything like we're hanging out in the Mech Bay. But for a minute, I thought he was actually going to talk about mechs. It's one thing that we very much share in common. We love mechs. We love Battletech, Mech Warrior, that universe. We both listen to this crazy guy called Tex over at the Black Pants Legion. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful channel over there. So, guys, if you're not subscribed to Ironcaster, go and check him out. Check out his channel. If you like his content, ring that bell. Home Sicky Poo. Have a great stream. Psychic Orb 9 with a $2 super chat, brother. I hope you feel better soon. Something is going around. I don't know what's going around, but something's going around. So I hope you're okay. I hope everything's all right. I hope you feel better very soon. I enjoyed Mech Assault. Mech Assault's a good game. Assault's a good game. I am, of course, talking about the RPG, the dice game, the RPG tabletop. Absolutely love it. I love the video games too. Don't get me wrong. I love Battletech. Guys, if you haven't played Battletech, it's one of the best turn-based RPGs you're ever going to play. Absolutely wonderful. James Dosher said, House Lao. Yes. Yeah. Kick some ass. Mech Warriors, prepare for drop. So Tech Mex 2, fun and delicious. Yes. Badass. Right there. So Gundam's cool. I'm and what's weird is I can't remember what there's a I can't remember the name of it because it's too early in the morning for something I wasn't going to talk about. There's an actual show that has the mechs in them. Yeah, from Battletech and from Mech Warrior. For Alice Merrick, Ironcaster for Alice Merrick. I'm more of a deep periphery kind of guy. Deep periphery. Think about that for a minute. For honor and glory of your clan. For the honor and glory of your clan. I declare battle. And half the people don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway. So, Mike was walking around Disney doing an undercover, you almost say video documentary of Galaxy's Edge before it opened. We had no idea. Um, we had no idea what was going on. Hell no. I'm freeborn. Never came out of a tube. We had no idea what was going on or how he got back there, but he walked around like he owned the place. And I thought that was absolutely brilliant. He walked around like he owned the place, like he was in charge of everything. Undercover Mexican Ironman. That's right. That's right. And I even think he said he's brown. Nobody's going to stop him. And it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. And I got introduced to him from Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom and Dave Bob. Admiral Doom and Dave Bob are the ones that introduced me to him. It's been nuts. It's been absolutely nuts ever since. Loki, I used to know Team Bonsai. Team Bonsai! Bonsai! Never underestimate the power of a Mexican. That's right. That's right. Never underestimate the power of Mexican Ironman to get the job done. In fact, I'm hoping that holds true today. We get a chance to talk to him here in just a little bit. So, did he use the name Harry Tasker by any chance? It's possible. It's possible. Undercover Mike. So, and yes, rest in peace, our great friend Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom, who looked at it like, you know what, we can go over here and hang out over here. We can go over there and hang out over there. We can hang out with all these different people, and we don't have to be in competition with them. We don't have to be in competition with them. We can just be friends and hang out. Doesn't have to be anything critical. Doesn't have to be anything. Well, I'm not gonna hang out with them because they don't agree with what I say. And none of that mattered. None of that mattered to Doom, and it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't. We should be better. We should be better. Well, they don't agree with me, and they don't agree with my opinion, so I can't hang out with them. None of that matters, right? Right? And if Doom hadn't have been that way, I probably wouldn't even know Mike. Mike would have never been at my wedding as my best man. Mike would have never been in my life. I don't know where I would be today if I hadn't met Mike. I don't know where I'd be today. I wouldn't be here. I probably wouldn't even be talking to you guys. I'd probably be living in a car in a junkyard because that's what I was headed towards. That's where my life was headed. Was homeless and living in my car. And things change. But sometimes just having someone have faith in what you're doing, that is so important. That was so important. Pongwaddle, what's up, brother? Good morning. He says, I haven't played Mech Warrior since 2. That's actually what got me into the game. That's what got me into Battletech. That's what got me into Mech Warrior, was learning about the clans. Learning about Kerensky and what he did. We got to do like a Battletech Mech Warrior history talk one day. Okay, I'm up and at 'em. Got to get ready for the day. Thanks, Loki. Thank you, Culture. Thank you for being here, brother. Means the world. A little faith can go a long way. That's right. A little faith can go a long way, especially when you have the other side of that constantly telling you that it's never going to work. It's never going to happen. This doesn't mean anything. You don't mean anything. To have someone that backs you up and has faith in you, encourages you to go out and be the best you can be. That's Mike. And that's why I've got his back. I always have his back. 100%. Good morning, Makani. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Makani Draws, go and check out his channel. We will be redirecting at the end of this show. We'll be redirecting over to Makani's channel for his morning draw stream. Absolutely wonderful. Head on over there. If you like his content, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell. Give him a thumbs up because that's important. It's important. The more eyes we have on people that kick ass, take names, and steal babies' lollipops, the better. You back up and you encourage people. You know, this isn't about, oh, this person said a meanie about me. Oh, this person said this and this about me. Doom gave us Mikey. He did. So is he liable for all the paternity suits? He is. He is, absolutely. Him and Mike. Oh, which would make his day. It would absolutely make his day for all the paternity suits, especially after Mikey broke his leg. So I get a call that Mike's got a concussion. He like cut his scalp open and he broke his leg. This was when I was still in Branson. I hadn't moved back to Texas yet. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. And he's like updating me at the hospital. He's taking pictures. The nurse is like, you know, leaning in, and he's like, you know, got his hand over his mouth, like, oh no, because that's what Mikey does. And I was like, shit, man. And we were all freaking out. We were all concerned of what's going to happen. He had busted his head and he had broken his leg, and he broke his leg bad. And we were sending each other stuff back and forth, because I would send him something, and he would send me something. And, I don't even remember what the hell I sent him at the hospital, but we got him. I know a bunch of us came together. Latino Slant, Chris Persia, Project Storytime, Mark the Infinitely Tired. A lot of us got together and sent him flowers and some like a goodie bag. It was like a goodie bag. It was a big basket of goodies, right? And he went absolutely nuts over that. Loved it. And then when he got out of the hospital, they sent him to this rehabilitation clinic for physical rehab. And they did it like in the middle of the day, and it took them all day and all night to do it. And he didn't get to eat. All he had was breakfast. So all he had was breakfast that day. And he was starving. And he remembered he had all these goodies, these wafers and cheese and crackers and all this stuff that we sent him in this goodie bag, this goodie basket. And he ate off of that, and he called me and he said it was like 11 or 12. It was like 11 or 12 at night. And he called me and he told me what happened. And I was like, dude, what the hell? He goes, they didn't feed me either. And I can't have anything till the doctor comes in tomorrow. And I was like, that's absolute crap. What do you mean you can't? They're not going to feed you. He goes, they don't have my dietary, blah, blah, blah. Because in California, they can't make him a meal in the hospital or in rehab without the doctor's checklist on what he could have, which is absolutely freaking asinine. How can you not feed a guy when he hasn't eaten lunch, he hasn't eaten dinner, and you can't give him anything? And I mean, they couldn't give him anything. He could have been like, you have a bowl of Jell-O. And they could have been like, yeah, we do. But guess what? You can't have it because the doctor hasn't signed off on it. But what he did have was that goodie bag. He called me up. He was talking to me. He was like, thank you guys so much for sending that basket. Because if it wasn't for that basket, I wouldn't have been able to eat. That's where the tortilla and Fanta joke started. Mark, what's up? Good morning, my friend. That's where the tortilla and Fanta joke started. Was him not having anything and them basically being like, yeah, we can't feed you until you see the doctor, which will be around lunchtime tomorrow. So you might not eat dinner. And I don't think he did. He didn't get breakfast the next day. He didn't get lunch the next day. I don't think he had an actual meal until that next night. So he wouldn't have gotten fed for over 24 hours. That sucks. All because, well, we can't feed you because the doctor hasn't signed off on your dietary requirements. Oh, project. So do I, dude. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give him a gift basket. Yeah, we'll do some Kool-Aid and some watermelon. So he didn't get to freaking eat, man. So all he had was the crackers and the cheese and the stuff, the snacks that was in that gift basket. All he had. And I remember him calling me up and telling me, please tell Paulie, thank you. Tell Chris, thank you. Tell Mark, thank you. Tell Project, thank you. Tell him thank you so much, because if it hadn't been for that basket, I wouldn't have eaten. And I was like, bro, yeah, we got you. We got your back. I'm so glad you had it. I'm so glad you had that basket of goodies. And it was just luck that they got there, because we couldn't they had moved him. So they had moved him from where he was at to another part of the hospital. And we didn't know exactly where he was at. So, and it was Paulie, Latino Slant, guys. If you haven't subscribed to Latino Slant, go and check him out. Subscribe if you like his content. Make sure you subscribe. You ring the bell. It was Paulie that found him. Paulie called. I'd been on the phone half the day trying to find him, trying to find out where they moved him, and I kept getting the runaround. I spent like 8 hours on the phone trying to find him, and I couldn't find him. Finally, Paulie called me. Paulie said, dude, this is where he's at. This is the room number. I found him. And I was like, finally, dude, I called this place and this place and this place and this place. I couldn't find him. And he goes, well, he was here and he was in this special part of the hospital they had him in. And I was like, that is the last place, because I had called all these parts of the hospital looking for him, thinking, well, this is where they're going to have him. No, they don't have him here. It was some, I don't even remember what wing of the hospital they had in, but it was absolutely stupid that they had him there. And they had him there because they were going to move. So we got him the basket in time. Paulie said it'll be there first thing in the morning. And I was like, that is awesome. So the gift basket got there. They fed Mike that morning, and then all he had was that gift basket. I think there's a video. Somewhere. I don't know. It might be a short. I don't know if he's taking it down or not, but of him going through that gift basket, talking about, all the little snacks and the little crackers and cheese and all the stuff that he got. So all the lockdowns start to hit. And we're all stuck. We're all stuck inside. Things are changing. And Mike rallied so many people. I remember him introducing me to 24/7 Fusion Media, another content creator out there who has been busting his butt to take care of things. So a little 24/7 update. Back when we ran his GoFundMe, I had a talk with him, and I said, look, I said, I'm going to do everything I can to help you. I'm going to do everything I can to push this out, and so many people came out and helped. The guys over at Pop Culture Minefield really, really helped. Polly helped. Everybody came together and helped him out because it was medical. He almost died. There were a lot of complications going on, and he was going to be homeless because of this. He was going to be homeless, and we all got together and we kicked ass 24/7. But if it wasn't for Mike, I'd have never met him. And I told 24 when we ran that, I said, look, if you're going to run this, run it. Just make sure that if you do this, you set it up that this gets you through this hard time, and make sure you don't get in this position again, because you don't want to do this again. There's a lot of people out there who run multiple GoFundMe's for whatever reason. Make sure that this gets you out of the situation you're in. Don't let yourself get in this again. And he hasn't. 24's been busting ass. He's been kicking ass and taking names. He is working construction. He is going to be, once he moves, because he is moving, he got his place pulled out from under him, kind of. It got sold to a developer that's going to be bulldozing all the houses in that area and putting up like condos, $1 million condos. They've already got the sign up. They've already got the sign up. He's the only tenant that's still there. But he's got to the end of the year to get out of there. He's going to move into a new place. Be doing everything I can to help him. He's been busting his ass and kicking ass and taking names to make sure that he doesn't get in that position again. So Pop says Paulie is less than 200 away from his goal on the Indiegogo campaign. Paulie has been kicking ass with Charleston. He has been kicking ass. He's been taking names. So many people have come out. I immediately got top tier on his campaign. I was so happy I could be there for him and support him, because that's what we need to be doing. We need to be supporting more indie creatives. We need to be supporting their stories, because guess what? Hollywood, the entertainment industry, they don't care. They don't care. They already got paid. Do you think Disney cares that stupid movie that I'm not even going to say the name of, because that's all anybody wants to talk about? Do you think Disney cares that it flopped? They don't give a shit. They don't care. Oh, everything's going to change now. Everybody's getting fired. No, nobody's going to get fired. Nobody's going to be let go. And there's going to be rumors, and there's going to be all this. And, oh, they've got to get their act together now, and yada, yada, yada. They don't care. It's already been paid for. The movie's already been paid for, whether anybody went to see it or not. The movie's been paid for, and the people that made it, they've been paid. They've been paid. With Mike not here to defend himself, can we finally address his unabashed praise and love of the Marvels? You made me say it. Thank you so much, Harry. You made me say the name of the movie. I don't want to get into the Marvels, honestly. I heard someone talking about it the other day and how great it was. Yes, how great it was. And I just said, no, I'm not going to. I'm just, this is dumb. I'm not going to do it. Support an independent creator. Back Paulie's novella. Yes, because this is what we need to do. We need to back creators like Paulie. We need to back creators like a Dega Outlaw. People that are telling the good stories. People that are writing and creating content that absolutely blow the minds of its viewers. Skull and tuck and roll. Snowdub, what's up, my brother? If you guys haven't seen the Cotton Connection from Saturday, check it out. I got some really good feedback from letting Chulo loose off his leash. on the Cotton Connection on Saturday. A couple people messaged me and was like, that was some funny shit. It was like, oh, thank you very much. Not me though. Not me. That's all Chulo. Chulo Monster's his own monster, right? So back the people that are kicking ass and taking names. Back the creatives that are wowing and entertaining and making the things you now love because they just had to screw up everything else. And this one's just for you, Snowed Up Skull. Pops says, hail to you all listening from work. Hard to comment back to everybody. Guys, if you are not subscribed to Pops, this is another one. Get over there, subscribe, hit that subscribe notification bell. We will be on Talk Hard later today. Me, Pops, and Ironcaster. I think there's a guest. I think we're going to have a guest. I don't know. Maybe a guest. I have no idea. That's Pops' deal, but it's fun. It's fun. We have a lot of fun. Had an absolute blast last week talking about planes, trains, and automobiles. And that is the point, isn't it? It's not about the numbers. It's not about the clicks. It's not about the views. It's about whether you're having fun or not. Whether you're having fun or not. Speaking of fun, go back to Mike. So he gets through the leg thing, and I'm in tuck and roll a bit. Daisy Girl Williams, good morning, Daisy. Absolutely, I'm in tuck and roll. That's right. If it wasn't for Mike, I'd have never met Snowdub, who's a great creator. Snowdub's absolutely great. The puppets are great. Getting to be a part of that is great. It's a little hard on my back, but man, what a time! What a time to get to be a part of all of this, and almost from the ground up. I was almost in the ground up. So I go back. Like I said, it was years ago. So it's been over 4 years now. We hit our 4-year mark in September, just not for this show. This show didn't start till January. So in January, in about 2 months, we're going to have a celebration, 4-year anniversary for Mornings of Mischief. But we were knee deep into reviews, reviewing the Joker, having a good time, having fun. That's the point, isn't it? It's having fun. Have a lot of fun with Mike. Have a lot of fun. Sometimes we poke fun at Mike. Sometimes we have fun with Mike. Mike can be sometimes the butt of a joke, but he loves it. Don't ever imagine that he doesn't. When he's sitting there and he's like, y'all need new material and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. It's because he loves it. And he loves getting to help. It's one of the things that people don't see. That they don't see is how much Mike.
What? No, you people do need new material. Hold on, I can't hear anything. Hold on, I got an echo. Hold on. Wait. Is it working now?
Yeah, I think so. Can you hear me?
I got an echo or something. Hello?
Yes.
Test 1, 2.
Testing. And
This
we
thing
can hear
working?
you. I can hear you.
All right. Okay, no, you people do need new material.
No.
No, hold on. There's some lie. I've been on hold with AAA, and I was listening to the show on the other right here on the speaker, and there were some lies told just now. No, you people do need new material. You need to move on and come up with new material. Hashtag new material. Hashtag.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But dude, I heard that story you were telling while I was on hold with AAA. All right, so for those wondering, this morning I got 2 flat tires on my car, and I'm pretty much sure I know when it happened. I went to a client's. I thought it was Friday, but I thought about it was on Saturday because I had a date Friday. So I went to my client's on Saturday, and I remember driving over his gravel, and I remember hearing something go pop, and I didn't think much of it.
Like a rock. You think like a rock in the tire or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so I checked it, and I saw at least one of them has like a nail in it. I think I drove. It's a construction kind of. He's a contractor, and I think when I cut across the yard is when this happened. And I got 2 flat tires. So sorry I'm late, everybody. I've been trying to find a place. I'm on the island, so I got to find a place. I got to find AAA to tow it because I only have 1 spare and I can't change it myself. 2, I got to find some place that I gotta get a hold of AAA and get them a pass. So anyway, but I'm here.
You can't change a tire on your own?
I have 2 flat tires. What's the point of changing one?
Oh, I understand. You said I can't change a tire on my own.
Flat tire, I just change it and drive it myself.
Okay. I was about to say, how do you think you're gonna beat me in a lightsaber contest if you can't change a flat?
Motherfucker, me and Psycho Dwarf 9 changed the tire on a literally a 8,000-pound vehicle in the middle of outback nowhere, middle of the mountains, Utah.
So you're saying you needed Psychodwarf's 9 help to change a tire. So you can't change a tire all on your own.
You know what? You want to talk about this is how I'm greeted? I just had an hour and a half of hell as I've been trying to. I woke up at 8.
Oh shit!
Truck, take Bambino for a walk, and then I'm freaked out because I'm trying to make it to the show on time. I just spent 90 minutes trying to deal with vehicle issues. And by the way, if the AAA guy calls me or they pull up, I'm gonna have to
yeah, I know.
Disappear.
I know.
So
this has been all about you and how
I heard.
So
2 corrections. One is, let me tell you how more amazing it was what you and Valhalla did. And by the way, let's shout out to Lorena Creole too, because she was a big part of that as well.
Yes, she was. Huge shout out to Lorena, who we got to hang out with in Miami, or no, in Orlando.
You met her in person?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Before I did?
Before you did. I've got a picture of her and Eris together because we met at Universal. Of course, we met Lorena.
I gotta
at
ask
Universal.
you this question. I know we got like 50 people watching, but I don't give a shit. I'm gonna ask anyways. Okay, is she as cute and bubbly and friendly and sweet in person as she is on YouTube?
So she showed up. I was in full Slytherin gear. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah, it's one of those like Harry Potter weirdo outfits. Yeah,
she made me look like a amateur fan when she showed up. She had Slytherin like jogging pants on. She had Slytherin shoes on. She had Slytherin gear on. She had a Slytherin jacket on. She had a Slytherin like cap on. I mean, she absolutely rocked the universal Slytherin wear. So no, she looked absolutely amazing. And Scott Westbrook with $5 super chat. Homesick today. Thanks to you and Mike for your weekly contributions. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so very much.
I gotta meet Scott. He's been around so long. Like we gotta do a meetup, me and Scott, at some point.
And Psychodorf 9 with $2 super chat. Shang Attire. I'm your Huckleberry.
Yep, he sure was. Man,
thank you both so very much.
So let me tell you how more amazing it was for you about how it did. So here's what happened. They've been trying to get me out of the hospital, and I didn't want to leave. And finally, it came down to this one Friday. They're like, and so they wanted to discharge me, but I didn't want to go home. They just wanted to send me home, and I was like, no, I am not ready. Like I just knew I wasn't ready. They're like, well, it'll be okay. And at the time, they're saying, well, if you do the rehab properly, then you'll be able to walk and run again someday. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Walk again? They're like, well, you'll walk, but you'll just walk with a severe limp for the rest of your life.
When I blew my knee out in my sophomore year, they pretty much gave me the same shit.
And they're like, but if you get all the rehab done the right way, you'll probably be able to run again someday. And I was just like, well, fuck, where do we do that? So as it turns out, I was denied for full rehab at Kaiser, that piece of shit organization institution, just like everything else sucks in California. So does Kaiser. So I was denied there, and they basically said, we'll just do rehab once or twice a week at your house. But you're in such bad shape, they can't do anything with you for at least a month. So I'm like, okay, so I'm basically going to make no progress. So I found a rehab place. It cost me a shitload of money. I had to pay for it myself in cash because it wasn't covered by insurance. 28 grand. Thank God I had it at the time. Thank God I had it. Because remember back then I was in California. I was making tons of money off the clients. So I had lots of cash. You remember that. That's how I bought my house.
Yes.
So I'll do that. But check this out. So that Friday morning, I finally found a place, and they're supposed to take me Friday morning. So I'm so stressed out. I didn't eat breakfast that Friday morning because they were going to take me, and then we were going to go to the new place.
Okay, that's what it was.
So
you didn't even get breakfast.
I ate dinner Thursday night at 5. Okay, Thursday night at 5 because that's when they served. It was like clockwork. Yeah, and if you don't finish what you eat by 6, they take the plate away. So I ate Thursday night at 5. Friday morning, I was good. They were going to give me breakfast, but I didn't eat it because they were supposed to take me and go, and I had to do new blood work and other shit, and so no coffee and blah, blah, blah. So I didn't eat breakfast. I sat around in some kind of holding-ass place in the hospital all fucking day because they couldn't find or couldn't get or couldn't approve. The ambulance was going to be covered by the insurance. But finally, at the end of the day, I got tired around 3 or 4 o'clock, and I said, fuck it. And I found out, and I found on my phone a private service, and it cost me like, I don't remember how much. I think it was like $1,500. I put it on my card, and I basically found a VIP medical transport service. And like they sent like a squad of like 5 people out, a driver, a backup driver, 3 people to help me out. They literally like VIP. It was like a black ambulance. It was really interesting. It's like I never even knew shit like this existed. But I guess if you're like got a lot of money, like the wealthy, they don't call 911. They're it was like literally it was a black ambulance with red and the cross, and I mean it was an ambulance.
They have their own thing.
Yeah, it was like Uber Black ambulance. So they pick me up and they get me out by around 3 or 4 o'clock. We go to the new place and they accept me because I've already prepaid. They know I'm coming. They're just waiting for me to show up. Well, my medical records didn't go over, and worse yet is my attending physician wasn't coming back until Monday at Kaiser. Was the guy that had my meal plan. He left Friday at noon, wasn't coming back till Monday morning in Kaiser. And so they couldn't get the medical records at the private rehab place from the hospital. So they said they wouldn't feed me because they didn't know if I had a salt thing that was going to spike my heart rate, or my sugar was going to spike my insulin. They knew I was diabetic. At the time, I used to be diabetic because back then I weighed, 280? I was almost 300 pounds back then, right?
You were.
Like 290, right? Back then.
Mike has lost a lot of weight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I was a team fat fuck. Yeah, I was almost 300 pounds. So when I checked into there, I think I was like at 284, 294? It was something like that. It's almost 300 pounds. Anyway, so they were like, look, we can give you water, and if worse comes to worse, we'll just give you fluids. I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, no, we'll just put an IV in you and give you like, vitamin supplement. I'm like, well, me, I'm like, well, does it taste like salsa and chips? Like
and a Fanta?
I'm like, if you're gonna feed me intravenously, can I get an enchilada version? Anyway, they thought it was amusing for about 2 minutes, and they're like, no, Miss Kittle, this is serious. We can just give you water, keep you hydrated, make sure you're okay, and make sure it says. But I would start now. It's Friday, 6, 7 o'clock, and I used to eat a lot. I mean, you don't stay 300 pounds by skipping the meal, right? So it's now like 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, and Saturday morning, I get a call there's a box there's some stuff in my old room at the hospital that's they said that there was a package that's supposed to be there, but somehow Paulie and you guys got it redirected. So yes. it was like supposedly on the way to the Kaiser, and then somehow you got it redirected. So I ended up eating that night on day 2. What was that, Saturday night? Because they wouldn't feed me all day. And they said they told me that if worse comes to worse, they wouldn't be able to feed me till Monday, and they were just going to keep liquids in me and give me some kind of vitamin IV supplement, kind of like as if I were in a coma, right? But I was awake. And so it showed up, I think, that Saturday night, and I busted it open, and then I had food on Sunday. Yep. So it was great. Literally, I wouldn't have eaten. I wouldn't have eaten all weekend. I hadn't eaten in 2 days, and I wouldn't have eaten all weekend if it wasn't for Valhalla. putting that
You
together.
had crackers and cheeses and chocolates.
Dude, it was like fucking VIP as fuck. I mean, it was like, dude, the basket was huge. It had, dude, it had white chocolate, dark chocolate, brown chocolate. It had 4 or 5 cheeses and crackers. It had French cheese. It had brie. It had, dude, it was great. It was fucking great. It even had some like canned little pate, little like dips for the fancy pants crackers.
Yeah.
Love Valhalla. And you're right. If Doomcock doesn't start his channel, if you don't, what? Because you did leave. You left with all these Valhalla people. Y'all left. A group of you left Doomcocks to start Valhalla. And if there's no Admiral Doom, and frankly,
Bob.
probably Mark too, because the reason I was active in chats is because of Mark C. So Mark C was the one who brought me out of my shell. If there's no Doomcock, if there's no Admiral, if there's no Dave Bob to welcome me when I got here, fuck, for sure, you and I never meet. For fucking sure. Because, oh shit, that's AAA. Hold on, I'm putting you on mute.
Yep. Mephisto was at the same gift basket and one great Gabriel Iglesias got for his friend. No, we were a lot nicer than that because Mikey was in the hospital. He was in the hospital, and if it had been like, sent to a hotel room, maybe I could do that. We got to do that next year for Valhalla Con. We'll get Mikey another gift basket. It'll be a Mexican gift basket with refried beans and dip and salsa, and we'll do something. We'll do something for Mikey for next year's Valhalla.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right. We weren't planning on buying you a Mexican gift basket for Valhalla Con next year at all. Don't go back and listen to the part where you were muted talking to AAA.
Anyway, if Doomcock doesn't create Xanadoom, if you don't leave Xanadoom, we don't need to get in all that. But if you don't decide to go and do your own thing, if Admiral doesn't tell me it's okay to come over, and if Dave Bob isn't here to welcome me, because I knew Dave Bob from Xanadoom and I trusted and I loved him and I knew him because I didn't know the rest of you at all, except by names on a screen. If you and I never meet, we never become best friends, I definitely am never best man at your wedding, for sure. It's that link. 1, 2, 3. No Doomcock, no Admiral, and no Dave Bob to welcome me. Shit. And frankly, Mark C too, who like Mark C is the one who got me out of my shell, because I used to be a guy just watching the screen like this. Oh my God, it's a live stream.
Isn't this magical?
I think maybe I'll send that super chat. Well, no, I'm too scared. I won't do that. I don't know what to say.
No. You were never like that. Don't bullshit.
You just did. We didn't know each other back then. We didn't know each other back then. You don't know. Mark C. Fuck, I don't want to get emotional. Mark C was, Mark C brought me out of my shell. I wasn't as extroverted as I am now on YouTube at all. Mark C brought me out of my shell. But then, so that's the link. And literally seeing Dave Bob once I got here, fuck. That's why I call him my internet big brother, because if he's not here when I get here, I don't know if I stay in Valhalla back then.
Yeah.
And by the way, it was in July of 2018 that I snuck into Disneyland and then stayed until 3:00 that day.
Yeah, so he was in there before the park opened, an hour before the park opened. He snuck into Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge was not online yet.
I use the word snuck in, that includes trail. I received aid and assistance in securing entry into the park much earlier than I should have been allowed access. And in particular was allowed free-flowing access to any and all parts of Galaxy's Edge, public side and private side. And I got to talk to a couple of employees confidentially.
So rumors are that Bob Iger himself walked past you while you were in Galaxy's Edge, because he was touring Galaxy's Edge at the time, and you could hear him say, it's okay, he's just a Mexican.
Close, but not exactly. Bob Iger did do his tour before I got there. I think it was a week or two before, because I was there like right when that fucking thing opened. Like it was right after. It was like within a month or so. But I did It's funny you say that because I don't know if I ever said that on Doomcock's video or not. Maybe I did. But here's the thing. I knew that they weren't going to look, dude, it's California. I'm Mexican. They're not going to fucking stop me from doing anything I want. I mean, because they're either going to be like, he's a minority and he's some kind of ridiculous bullshit protected class, or they think I'm a maintenance worker. It's one of the two. Either way, I'm good. God, I'm so racist. But no, but seriously, I knew once I got in, there were like the odds of them kicking me out, and then once the park opened, I had a pass. It just was never scanned at the front gate because I was in there already. But I had a ticket for the day, but it wasn't scanned in. That was my biggest fear, that someone would ask me for the ticket, scan it, and figure out that I hadn't checked in at the front gate yet.
Oh, well, that's easy. Oops, they missed it. They must have not scanned it right, or yeah. Oh, wow.
Good news, look, breaking news about Disneyland. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I had something to talk to you about. Sorry, we're not doing our top favorite movies. Sorry, I fucked up your show. I'm sorry, but
no, don't worry about it.
That's AAA.
We'll save that.
They're still looking for a truck.
We'll save that for another day. Don't worry about it.
All right, we'll do that on another day. Hold on.
This was the fluffy Mexican Ironman days. Cavantino, Cavalryman, she. Yes.
Fluffy yes, I definitely. Yeah. Want to hear something funny? I was just trying out. The weather's changed, so I'm trying on some old pants like that are for cold weather.
Yeah.
I got to give a bunch of shit away, dude. It just doesn't fit anymore. I'm not I think I've lost like almost 10 inches off my waist.
That's good. That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm like a 36 right now, and I was a 46.
In the waist?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm smaller than you are.
Of course you are. You're like a fucking razor thing. You don't eat for all the pizza you eat.
I don't eat that much pizza.
Right.
You think I do, but I don't. I don't eat that much pizza. Maybe two times a week now. I have changed my diet. I had to. I couldn't keep doing that. It wasn't sustainable.
I can't find it.
No one wants to hear about my belt size anyway.
I can't find it. All right. I had there was this article on Disney that I thought would be funny, but I can't find it anymore. All right. What are we talking about? Let's see. What else? What are we going to talk about today?
Oh, we were going to talk about your favorite movies, but we screwed that up.
All right. Yeah, we only have 4 minutes left, or 7 minutes left. All right. Well, let's see. What else can we talk about? Oh my God, I know what I want to talk to you about. I'm so mad at you right now. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you made me watch that Boogie documentary. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, chat, if you have not seen the Boogie documentary, can we get a mod to put the link in chat to this YouTube video? This guy puts this video together, and it's his first documentary. And at first think you're going to be like, look, I don't want to watch 55 minutes of this thing, because that was my first reaction. When you sent it to me, I saw the link. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to watch this. This is when you were talking about this last Wednesday or Thursday, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I didn't see it until, was it yesterday or the day before? I don't even know. Well, yesterday's Monday. No, I worked all day. I worked 14 hours yesterday. So it must have been Sunday morning. So I saw it. I encourage everybody to go and watch it because it gives a new spin to the whole Mike is not a YouTuber type of thing. Mephisto movie reviews, it was out of control. I sat there, I had to pause it a few times. I was just in utter shock of what I was seeing. Utter fucking shock. And I remember when we were in Dallas in October of 2000 and...
Oh, here we go. It was 2020, wasn't it? It was 2021.
No, 2020, I broke my leg. When did we do the
2021
first meetup in Dallas?
2021.
Right. So it's October 2021. I'm there. You're there. Nick's there. We're at our Airbnb.
Yes.
With Bambino, the illegal tenant.
Yes.
You know, that's
Loki's ordering these giant badass pizzas that Mike's like, oh my God, this is the best shit ever.
Frankly, the only time I've had good pizza in the last few years has been with you and Eris or you somewhere.
Yeah, because I know where the best pizza
I don't
places
eat
are.
pizza because I just think it's fucking disgusting in general, overall, unless it has pineapple on it. That's a story for another day. But anyway, so I remember you guys saying you're gonna go out and you're gonna meet up with this boogie guy.
Well,
And
it
I was
was
tired.
all of the guys from the convention. So all the guys
Yeah.
from the convention were at Retro Play, which
And I'm
is where
right.
go ahead.
And I'm tired of hey, why do these things have these balls on top?
It's a Navy thing.
All right. Anyway, so you guys say that you're going out. I'm tired. I'm like, you guys do that. I'm going to sleep. And I was burnt out. I don't know. I don't remember why I was so tired. I think it's that's right. I was flying there all day. I'd take it like I'd finally go. Okay. Anyway, so you guys go, and I remember when you came back that next morning. When I saw you in the morning, I'm like, hey, so how did it go? You had this weird look in your face.
Yeah.
You're like, and you're not like that. You're usually very expressive and very direct with me. And you were holding something back. I didn't know what it was, but I figured, all right, if Logan's gonna make a decision not to tell me something, I'm not gonna press it. I'm just gonna let it go. But you had this weird look in your face. You're like, it was the place was pretty cool. But that's not the question I asked. The question I asked was, what was it like meeting Boogie and the other guys there last night? That's what I asked. And you're like, yeah, that place we went to was really cool.
Yep. And that's where we ended up having Valhalla Con because the place is cool. The problem is that when we met up with Boogie, he was
hanging out with somebody that may or may not have been age appropriate and may or may not have been what we would call in the entertainment industry work for hire.
Yes.
Hashtag.
Yes.
Those are my little quotey hands. See?
She looked maybe between the age of 14 and 15, and she was a working girl. Yes.
Oh, well, see, now you'll be more. See, I didn't say that. You did. Anyway, so with seeing that documentary, I highly encourage everybody to go watch it. Give this guy a view that put the documentary together. And it just blows my mind away that this civilization has come to a place where a guy looks at himself and says the only thing that he can do on the entire planet, the only value that he could add would be to go back to being a YouTuber. Because as much as I enjoy being on YouTube, I mean, we know that I would never do it for money, but I'm just saying, like, look, let's take accounting and tax. Let's just say I lost my eyesight and I couldn't do it anymore. I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I lost a leg, what I would do. But I do know this, that I would be willing to work retail. I would be willing to do anything. I mean, there's a lot of like you got to open the mind up. Like say, okay, well, I'm only a tax guy. That's all I can do. No, there's other things I would do in a heartbeat. If I had to go mow lawns, as much as I joke about it, fuck, I'd do that shit. I'd rather mow this fucking golf course for work or for minimum wage than fucking play golf on it because I think golf sucks. But that's just me. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, the guys here's like, oh, I could have taken better care of my health. How old is that guy? What is he, 40, 50? How old is he?
4 years older than I am. He's 48.
All right. So this is a guy that's basically, okay, he's a little older than you, but basically he's our age. He's in our age bracket, right?
Yes, he is.
He could completely turn this shit around.
Yes, he can.
I had an A1C, a walking A1C of 8.92. Which means that I'm at the time. This means like back in 2020, I was at the risk for a diabetic stroke at any second of any time. My A1C was 8.9. I had sleep apnea, diabetic. My blood pressure, my resting heart rate on an average day was between 155 to 185 over 110 to 125.
That's your
on
blood
an
pressure.
Average day.
That's your blood pressure.
That's my blood pressure on an average day watching TV.
Yeah. And that's not even okay.
And I weigh 300 pounds.
As much disturbing shit is in that 55 minutes of that video, pay attention to what he eats. What is he always eating? He's always eating Taco Bell. He's always drinking a Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Those are things I used to do, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as Eris was like, hey, let's go to Taco Bell, I was like, oh my God, Baja Blast. I had 12 packs of Baja Blast in my pantry that I would hold after the summer ended so that I'd have them in the wintertime. Mountain Dew, all this nasty stuff. Yes, I absolutely agree. You just got to pay attention to what he's still doing. He does not care. And one of the things he does to that little 20-year-old girlfriend he's got is he's constantly talking about, oh, well, when I die, or I'm going to die soon, or blah, blah, blah. He's got her in a codependent relationship, and he's using his death or possible death or future death or whatever the hell is coming out of his mouth. He's using that as another way to be like, I've got my little lasso on you and I'm tugging you along with me. It's
Right.
fucked up.
What do
There's
they
a
call
lot
it?
of disturbing shit. Codependent relationship.
No, but there was a term that they used. What do they call it about narcissism? About the victimhood.
Oh, yeah.
Victimhood narcissist. Gee, I wonder if we've ever seen that on YouTube, Loki.
No, I've never seen that ever. Victimhood, narcissism. Oh, yeah.
Oh, poor me. Give me attention. Wah, 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 wah,
Boogie
wah.
is a sociopath. Okay. Boogie is one of those people that believes that the entire world was invented to supply him with tacos, Mountain Dew, women. There are things that, and not just in this video, but other videos for anybody that has watched this up. He's a sociopath. Look up the definition, look it up in the E4, look it up in whatever you want to look up and read about it. He's a sociopath. It's always victimhood. It's always, I've had such a poor existence. Please feel sorry for me. He did the same thing. He tried to pull the same shit with Anita Sarkeesian, and she slapped him down like a little bitch. He is very much a victim in life. And now his victimhood isn't paying the bills anymore. There used to be a steady supply of supporters that would help him. Now he doesn't have that because he fucked it up. The victimhood and the woe is me and the I'm under attack only lasts so long before people are like, next channel.
Yeah. Anyways, in closing, I highly recommend everybody go watch it, and it is a sobering tale of humanity in the modern age.
And one-up arcade machines. Thank you, Grim. Yes. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Mexican Ironman, for coming here at the end. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Don't forget to check out.
Thanks to you, Loki, and thanks to everyone in Valhalla, whether they're on this live stream or on the replay or never hear this or do hear this. My thanks to you and everyone in the Valhalla community, because not only do you keep me alive, but you give me purpose. So thank you for everything. I mean that. I'm a much better place because of Valhalla.
So am I. Thank you guys so much, and I'm in a much better place because of you. Thank you guys so very much. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you guys in the next Taco Tuesday. Have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.